There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Mets. The Mets have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
First pitch of the AB now. Austin Hayes is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Now at the plate is Ramon Urias. First offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
0-1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
3-2.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And it's fouled away. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Full count still. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Too high, 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Fouled off. Fouled away. 1 out and a runner on second base. And he fouls this one off. changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
Nope.
Down and away, ball 1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1 and 2.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3 and 2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Keegan Aiken is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, a lot of guys' lucky number is 7. But as a pitcher, you give up 7 earned runs and you take the loss. That's not a very good number. He's going to hope to be much better in this one here.
Striding in is Jose Martinez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Jose Martinez.
Pitch on the way. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, they've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time out, they've now dropped 8 of their last 9 decisions.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
The 1-1.
Ball, that counts. Yeah.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And it's fouled away. Aiken is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
1 and 2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Almora with an even count, 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to right field. Stewart is there, 2 down.
Batting third.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Into the box, Luis Guillorme, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll step in here at 275. Still without a home run and 5 driven in. Right there, it's quickly 0-2 now.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in, wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bouncer up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Heidi, thanks. And Dero, I'll send this one to you. As an infielder, these are games that can really challenge a player.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
First delivery to him. Michael Franco is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it.
Ouch,
Yeah,
that one
I
hit
got
him.
him. First base.
That is it.
Next up, DJ Stewart.
Number 24.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back onto you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Stepping in now, Freddie Galvis, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Galvis behind, 0-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
He tried to climb the ladder right there, and I don't blame him. Now he's got those sights elevated. Don't be surprised with something off speed in the dirt.
Count even at 2-2. Franco, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting 8. The catcher.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. from the stretch. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
From the belt, the pitch. This is on the ground over the first. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. So here's Francisco Lindor now, set to lead off the home half of the second.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Two balls and two strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball, one gone. So here's Pete Alonso. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to fish a little bit. I want to see where he goes here.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And that one yanked just foul. The 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. First pitch coming, here it is. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Mancini moving back. Gone! A solo shot here to left. 8th home run of the season for him. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
謎のピッチャー H。
That wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. He pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan VR.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. This is foul right side. Another full count pitch home. And a slider, cold strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. We've played 2. It's 1-0 Mets. In now for the O's, Keegan Aiken.
The pitcher, Keegan Aiken.
First delivery to him. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Pilar is there, and he has it for the first out. So 1 away in the inning now, and before we get too much further, let's take a look at where the Mets find themselves in the race for the National League East. Austin Hayes the next to bat. He flied out leading off the ball game. Now the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Next to stand in is Ramon Urias. Worked a walk his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. On the ground is short. This could be two. Reined in time to first, and there are two away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ryan Mountcastle stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff.
1-1.
But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. Two back-to-back.
1-1. Here it is.
Ball, that's out.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there. It is 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
Count remains 2-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. He's set. The 2-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck.
Hit high and deep out to left field. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Sixth home run on the season for him. And the Orioles surge ahead 2-1.
Ah, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
So here's Trey Mancini. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Martinez gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. We play 2.5, 2-1 Baltimore.
逆転ツーランありましたわ。
Welcome back as the Mets prepare for their third turn batting in this one. And fans of the Metropolitans have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. Coming into the day, they are up near the top of the league in home run production, so it's certainly safe to say they're a fun bunch to watch swing the bats. When asked about their success with the long ball, one player told me, yeah, home runs are fun and they can change a whole game. So when we get a pitch we can do damage on, you better believe we're looking to launch. Matt, back to you.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Leading off the inning, it'll be James McCann as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
謎のピッチャー、23ですか。
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover. Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third. Next to hit is Jacob DeGrom. We'll likely see him square around a bunt. Set and the pitch.
これまた左と左。
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
Now batting, right fielder, Martinez.
So stepping in is Jose Martinez, trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch on the way.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
Grounder down the line at third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
The left fielder, number 4, Alvora.
あっさりと同点
So
へ。
here's Albert Almora next, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with the purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
変な当たりでしたよ。
1 and 2 now. And this is swung on and missed. His fifth strikeout already, and there are two gone in the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
At the plate now, Luis Guillorme, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ball and a strike.
バットに危険物質使ってたんじゃないですか。
Fouled off. Ready on 1 and 2. Now a flare out to left center. Galvis calls for it, and he makes the play to end the inning. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. 3 complete from Citi Field, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Now to bat, Michael Franco was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate.
Michael Franco.
Here's the pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch either.
Behind 0 and 2 now. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Michael Franco goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. Standing in now, DJ Stewart. He pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the pitch. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. 2 runs on just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Stewart is retired, 2 down now. And stepping in, Freddie Galvis, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Now the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. 1 and 1 the
タイ
count.
トルまとめセットとか販売してるみたいです。40周年記念の
There's a ball low. He misses
値
with the
段なんぼ
changeup.
でしたかね。4万か6万ぐらいでしたかね。PC で出てるらしい。
That's ball
Ball
3.
3. Chance Cisco would be next.
あとなんか200万ぐらいほんまの金度というか小判ですか。それの販売中らしいです。
Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. On to the bottom of the 4th. This game's tied at 2-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And now here is Francisco Lindor. 0-for-1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. So bases are empty with 1 out now. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Now here it comes. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
In now, Kevin Pillar. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
2-1 the count to Pillar. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Called strike 2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
あれが入ってるっていうのは。
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
収録配信。
The next 3-2.
アウト。
A swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Now to the plate, Chance Sisco. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering.
フランコにやられたの。
Curveball looked at here for strike one.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
1-1 the count now. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Fouled away.
Hey, last two pitches back to back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
He'll try again, 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So now to the plate, Keegan Aiken. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A ball and a strike to the Oriole hurler.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. Strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Grounded down the third baseline. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had 1 in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that 1 hit.
Into the box, Austin Hayes. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Pilar. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there are 2 gone now. And he scurries back to first base safely. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Now at the plate, Ramon Urias. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him. Popped him up. Alonso has a play. And that's the 3rd out. Orioles lead 1. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2. Digging in will be Jonathan Villar. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
ホームラン打ったら出てくるんですよ。ホームランリング。
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
新丸とリンゴをかけて。あっちゃ。こ これも強烈なんですけど、うまいこと取りますね。
Maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Stepping in now, James McCann. As he's reaching at a curveball and comes up empty, it's strike one. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Got him.
Wow.
Up next, Jacob deGrom. He dropped the sacrifice bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
And it's 1-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Two and two.
Wow.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. So now into the box is Ryan Mountcastle. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hot shot down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And the Orioles are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. So a runner stands at third. 1 man is out, and that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. The 0-1 on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team the lead.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Almora in pursuit. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. The throw is wild, and it gets away. So next to hit is DJ Stewart. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's in.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
slapped hard the opposite way. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, after starting the game over 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
GIAR.
これまで抜けていく。飽きませんな。調子悪い。
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart after 5 2/3, as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Aaron Luke takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 32, Aaron Luke.
まさかノックアウトされるとはね。
Into the box now, Freddie Galvis, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
充電のエネルー。
No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Here comes the 1-2. Is taken for ball 2.
サイドスローです。
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
The 2-2 one more time. This will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jose Martinez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, he might have something.
2 balls and no strikes.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. And he's taking here and looks at strike 2 right down the middle. And that one misses. So the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
And he fouls this one off.
なんとか捉えたい。
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Martinez aboard here at first with nobody out. swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen.
出た。リンゴマン
So
登
it's
場。
a two-run shot to right center. Home run number 2 for him on the year as they take the lead 4-3.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor
よ
in
う
this
飛び
one.
ましたね。
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. Just 5 innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Wade LeBlanc takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 49, Wade LeBlanc.
To the plate now, Luis Guillorme. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Up next is the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Count even now at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2 is a changeup that misses 3-2.
際どいですな。
And it's fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And a little tapper here in front of the mound as this may work as a sacrifice. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Kevin Pillar will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. We'll flash you back to take another look at a solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Mancini makes the catch for out number 3. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's 4-3 New York. Stepping in once again is Chance Sisco. No hits to this point. First pitch on the way.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
Wow.
Here it comes, 0-2. On right, base hit to right.
Right to bottom.
Now back.
Rio Ruiz will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 14, Rio Ruiz.
He's set, here it comes. A ball and no strikes. 281 the average entering play. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
Standing in now, Austin Hayes. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Almora will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Score holds at 4-3. Sean Armstrong gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 43, Sean Armstrong.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, James McCann.
The catcher, James McCann.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Armstrong, 30 years of age. He was taken in the 18th round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
All even now, 2-2. And a full count for James McCann. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Michael Conforto will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Michael Conforto.
As a look, now the pitch. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. drilled to first. Galvis. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play. So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in the outfielder, Jose Martinez. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, ball one.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. Mets go down quickly, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. GIAR Familia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 27, GIAR Familia.
So now here is Ramon Urias. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Next to hit, Ryan Mountcastle. Lifetime against Familia. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. First pitch of the AB now.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Set with the 0-1.
Nope, upstairs.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles' first baseman. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. The 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Mets are out on top, 4-3. Travis Lakins is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 70, Travis Lakins.
Ready to take his hacks again. Albert Almora lasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1 and 2.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Luis Guillorme is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
It's 1 and 2.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he lays off it to even the count 2 and 2.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Now the 3 and 2 pitch is in there. A called strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Cisco goes to get it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Maikel Franco.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus, stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
First pitch on the way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. Waiting on it is Almora. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So here is DJ Stewart, singled in his last at-bat. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Ready with the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. On to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out. Ready now for Baltimore, Freddie Galvis. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Baltimore down to their final strike. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't like the call. It's 2-2 now.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this gun in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat. 2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate.
Edwin Diaz comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. From the stretch, Chance Cisco is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Count now a ball and a strike. Galvis, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Metropolitans rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Aaron Luke gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for this set.
Oh, 6連勝です。日本うどんさんこんばんは。ちょうど終わるとこですわ。たまにやりますけどね。だいぶもう眠たなってきましたけど。これで一回休んで、デイズ。ついに一巡となりましたね。 感じ。さあ、終わりましょうか。めっちゃ眠くなってきました。はい、お疲れ様でした。さあ、では。